One person walks into a house and the dog goes straight to them, like it got a private invitation. The cat that usually lives under the couch suddenly comes out, calm as a retired judge. Even the horse, that does not trust strangers, lowers its head near their hand. Then another person tries everything. They call, they crouch, they smile too wide, they reach out with treats, making that desperate little voice people use when they want an animal to love them, and the animal backs away. So what is the difference? What are animals actually seeing in one person that they are not seeing in another? Because they are not reading good hearts like some Disney committee. They are reading something older, colder, and much harder to fake. Your body. Before you say a word, your body has already started running its mouth. Your heart rate, your breathing, the tiny stiffness in your shoulders, the way your hand moves when you think nobody is watching, the smell of stress leaking through your skin like a bad secret. Most humans miss it because we are busy listening to the performance. Animals are not. A dog does not just see your smile. It smells what your body is doing underneath it. A horse does not just see you standing there. It reads the tension in your frame. A cat does not just see your hand. It calculates whether that hand is going to chase, grab, or leave it alone. Animals do not care who you think you are. They care what your nervous system is broadcasting. The first signal is smell. Humans walk into a room and see furniture, faces, lighting, maybe a dog bed in the corner. A dog walks into that same room and reads a chemical diary. Who is scared? Who is sick? Who ate lunch 2 hours ago? Who is tense and pretending not to be? When you get nervous, your body changes the recipe. Cortisol rises, adrenaline kicks in, sweat shifts, breath changes. And this is not just poetic animal lover nonsense. A University of Bristol-led study published in 2024 found that the smell of human stress can affect dogs emotionally, making them more pessimistic in their decisions. You can stand there smiling like a reasonable adult and say, "I'm fine." Your body is in the back yelling, "No, he is not." To an animal, anxiety is not invisible. It has a smell. And sometimes the person trying hardest to be loved is broadcasting the loudest alarm in the room. Then there's body language, where humans somehow turn friendly into a small hostage situation. We stare directly. We lean forward. We reach too fast. We make high little noises, wave treats around, and chase attention, like a salesman who will not leave the porch. To us, that feels warm. To many animals, it feels like paperwork before a kidnapping. The person animals often choose is doing the opposite. They sit down, they look away, they move slowly. They do not grab for the moment. They let the animal keep control of the distance. And in the animal world, that matters. Space is not rejection. Space is respect. The person animals choose is often not the person trying hardest. It is the person who does not turn affection into a trap. But animals are not just reacting to one moment. They are watching the pattern. Does this human move the same way twice? Does the hand drift slowly, or does it suddenly snap forward, like a bad surprise? Does the voice stay steady or jump around, like a car alarm with social skills? To a horse, this is not a cute detail. It is survival math. A horse is a prey animal. For millions of years, reading intention early was the difference between grazing another day and becoming lunch with hooves. And recent work on human-horse interaction suggests horses may respond less to some mystical energy and more to the boring, brutal evidence right in front of them: posture, tension, movement. Tiny body language cues humans pretend are invisible. So when a person stays consistent, the animal gets something rare: prediction. And prediction is the foundation of trust. Animals do not trust your promises, they trust your pattern. Trust, to an animal, is not a speech. It is a pattern, repeated long enough to stop feeling dangerous. And calm is not just a vibe. That word gets used when people do not want to explain what the body is actually doing. A calm person breathes slower. Their movements get softer. Their voice drops. Their hands stop acting like they are about to start a courtroom argument with the air. To an animal, that changes the room. A tense dog finally lies down. A horse lowers its head. A cat closes its eyes beside a human and basically says, "Fine, the world can exist without my supervision for 1 second." That is not small. For an animal, relaxing is a gamble. Some people do not attract animals because they do more. They attract them because, for once, the animal feels it can do less. Here is the part that ruins the cute little self-help version. Not all of this is skill. Some of it may be biology you never voted on. Your scent, your hormones, your sleep, your diet, your stress level, your health. The strange little chemical signature your body drags into every room like luggage you forgot you were carrying. Two people can sit the same way, move gently, stay quiet, give space, and the animal may still choose one over the other. That is uncomfortable because we like to think being an animal person is proof of moral beauty, like nature handed out a character certificate. Maybe not. Maybe part of it is chemistry. We call it energy because it sounds nicer. Humans judge the performance. Animals notice the leak. So no, animals are not always drawn to the pure-hearted person, like they are carrying some tiny spiritual lie detector in a fur coat. That sounds nice. It also sounds like something sold on a coffee mug. Animals are not reading goodness the way humans do. They are reading safety. Safety is deeper than friendliness. It means you do not chase, you do not pressure, you do not explode from calm to chaos in half a second. You do not fake peace so loudly that even the furniture gets nervous. You give space, you give choice. You become predictable enough that another creature can stop defending itself. That is what animals are choosing. Not your ego, not your little need to be special. Animals are not drawn to the loudest love in the room. They are drawn to the person who makes love feel safe. And maybe that is why this feels bigger than animals. Because deep down, humans want the same thing. We live in a world stuffed with noise, performance, status, pressure, fake warmth, and people who say they care while somehow making your nervous system file a police report. Animals cut through all of it. They do not care about your job title, your money, your followers, your outfit, your carefully edited explanation of who you are. They ask one question: am I safe near you? That is it. And maybe that is why so many people feel more peaceful with animals than with people. No audition, no resume, no social theater with better lighting. Just presence, just calm, just not being another threat in a world already full of them. Maybe animals do not expose some magical gift in certain people. Maybe they expose what the rest of us have forgotten how to be. So the next time an animal walks towards someone, maybe do not call it magic too quickly. Maybe that animal is doing what animals have always done: reading breath, tension, patience, distance, scent, pattern, calm, danger. Not the story a person tells about themselves, the body underneath the story. And maybe the person it chooses is not the one with the biggest love, the loudest voice, or the most desperate need to be picked. Maybe it is the person with the quietest nervous system, the one who does not make affection feel like a test, the one who lets another creature exist without immediately asking for something back. Subscribe if you want to understand how the evolutionary machinery inside our bodies still shapes the way animals and humans read each other. It is not magic. It is just that animals never forgot how to listen to the body.